Good evening.
We're sisters who love to explore
True crime, cryptids, ghosties, haunted locations,
conspiracy theories and all creepy, scary, spooky things.
with a bit of dark humor. Hosted by
Sarah,
and Melissa,
join us as we take a trip to the dark side.
because sometimes dead is better.
Welcome to Necromancy.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Survivor Skunt.
You like that, do you?
I fucking caught it early this time.
Yeah, you did.
I was actually waiting for it. I was like, I wonder what this bitch is going to put her name as this time.
It's always something. You know why is Survivor skunt this time?
Because you're the only fucking bitch that's not sick in your household?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am a survivor.
you are a survivor.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yeah,
Poor
so.
poor Evan is passed out upstairs right now. His
No.
fever's coming down, but he's just wiped. He went right to bed.
Oh,
So
honey.
I know. So
I
he's
know.
staying.
I called him.
Yeah, so he's staying home tomorrow. I told him, I'm like, you can't go to school like that.
And he's like, fuck yeah, Dougie.
He's like, okay. Didn't think he'd put up much of a fight. So
Yeah, probably not. So, are you still recovering from this weekend's festivities, or you pretty much
Monday was a little bit harsh. Yesterday was harsh on me. My feet and my back were just aching.
yeah.
So congrats to Auntie Karen and Uncle Tom
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Grace.
for a beautiful wedding.
I had a blast.
Yeah, it was just fantastic all around.
I was
So
fucking dancing up a storm, which is rare.
yeah, yeah. So
But
it was good.
I also had about 10 fucking drinks in me.
Me too. And I was ordering doubles. Like I was
Yeah.
ordering double rum and cokes.
Yeah.
And then I took a shot.
2 shots.
I took maybe 2 shots.
Did you take 2 shots, or was I just the crazy one that took 2?
Maybe, I don't remember.
I took
But,
one with Jessica with all of you,
yeah.
and then I think, um, I took one with Jocelyn?
Oh, see, I told you I wanted to take another shot with you, and you're like, "No."
Oh, you gotta give me fucking time. Hold on a second, I gotta close my door, Mikey's texting me.
Tell him to shut it.
I know, son of a bitch. She's down there watching the hockey game. Fucking guy. Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So I did take 2 shots, but I
Yeah.
was pretty fucking hammed when I took the second one.
Well, my darling son has an issue with drunken fools.
Why?
Well, he has a sensitivity to alcohol. And he doesn't like when I get too drunk or anything, and I don't really want him to see me like that anyway.
Yeah.
So, he asked me not to go too hard, so after that, I kinda slowed right down.
Ah, you're such a nice mom. I'd be like, listen, there are 2 different types of people in this world, and people who abuse things and
Yeah,
people who can have a good time and still go back to normal life the next day.
and I've had that talk with him. See, the problem is it was his father,
Yeah.
right? And that's where he didn't he's still kinda understanding it now because I have talked to him about this.
Yeah.
But he still has his moments,
Of course.
and I guess at the wedding, he was feeling a little bit he was feeling it a little bit. So, I said, "No problem, kid,"
I
and
think
I slowed right down.
Aiden had that when me and Mikey first got together,
Yeah.
right? Because his biological mom was an alcoholic
Yeah.
and died of alcoholism, and it's very rare that I drink. Like I
Yeah.
don't, and when me and Mikey first got together, like yeah, I was drinking quite a bit, but
Yeah.
like once I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna raise this kid.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not drinking around him. And I didn't for years and years and years. And like, I wouldn't even have a glass of wine around him.
Yeah.
Okay. But then it was like, we had to explain to him that adults, when we can drink responsibly,
Yeah.
not get completely obliterated and wake up the next day and go back to normal life.
Well, speaking
I
of
said,
obliterated, oh, sorry, continue.
no, and that's what I had to say to Aiden. And then
Yeah,
after a while, Aiden understood because he didn't see me hammered. You know what I
yeah,
mean? He
yeah.
didn't see me fucking falling down the stairs and shit. That was
No,
not a normal thing in our household. I was never
no.
around him. And then now as a teen like a late teenager, he
Yeah.
understands that like it's not
You're still
I'm
a
not
responsible adult.
yeah, he
Just
knows
have a
that
night of fun.
yeah, that I'm not gonna have a drink and get behind the wheel of a car.
No, no.
Okay. I
I
won't even
would
have a glass
never.
of wine and get behind the wheel of a car.
No,
So like he knows that I'm very responsible and he's never gonna see me in a position like that. So I think
no.
now he understands,
Yeah.
and it doesn't bother him as much anymore.
Yeah,
So
we'll get there too, I think.
he will. Yeah. It's just you have to keep telling him, say, like responsible adults, alcohol is not illegal. It's just some people abuse it,
Yeah,
but mom's not going to,
that's right.
right?
That's right. So, yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of oh my god, can I not talk?
Obliterated.
Yeah, that. Um, I have another girls' night planned.
Oh no, Sarah, no mixing.
I learned my lesson last
Who
time.
who you going out with?
Mel and Jen again.
Oh God, poor things.
Oh, we have such a good time when we're hanging
Yeah,
out. We
until you
really
fucking
do, though. Okay,
puke and piss
that was a
yourself.
bit different. The first time we all hung out, we went to bingo, and that was an experience. But, yeah, I think we're gonna, like, go bowling or do,
Oh
like, an es
no.
we were thinking about doing an escape room.
Oh, Sarah, is this a good idea?
I think it is.
Are you sure?
It'll be great.
When are you guys doing this girls' night?
Friday.
Maybe I should come.
You totally should. You would trust me. They are awesome. I love both of them. They're such good people. We laugh so much the whole night. It's just a good time all around.
I was gonna say because if I'm there, at least I could be like Sarah. No mixing.
Oh, well, I won't do that again.
Don't do that again.
Especially on an empty stomach. I won't do that again.
I felt bad that these poor ladies had to see things coming out of both ends of you.
At least I didn't shit myself. So,
Well, you're pretty fucking close to shitting yourself.
yeah, well, good times. Good times.
My son bought a car.
Yes, I know. I love
Yeah.
that. I called him right away. I was just like, congratulations.
Yeah. Well, if people who listen to our podcast regularly know my son's car was totaled out front of our house while we were all sleeping.
Yeah.
And the insurance company has been a motherfucker. And I'm like, back in the day, you go like, yo, I'm going to the media for this shit. I told Mikey, I said, fucking message the media.
Yeah.
Yo, it's criminal. Like,
Yeah.
you guys take money out of my bank account every fucking month.
Yeah.
And when we need you, like, they're making us pay for the rental out of pocket.
Yeah.
Like, pardon? They say, oh, after a settlement is reached, you only get a certain amount of days. And we're like, but we won't be able to buy a car in that time. We were away on vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Sorry. It's $40 a day.
Assholes.
So now we're paying out of pocket. Mikey fucking was going off.
I would too. I
Going
would
off.
too.
And Mikey's, Mikey. He is not
Yeah.
that person. He is a very quiet fucking person.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I
he
know.
was going off on them today. And
Good.
I was, ooh, yeah.
Give him to him.
But on a better note, my husband helped me cook dinner tonight.
Yeah. What did he make?
Well, he said, why don't we make like burgers and poutine? And I
Oh
said,
yeah.
fucking right, deal, right? But this pendejo,
Yeah.
he buys sliders.
Those aren't bad.
No, Sarah, stop it. Those are backyard like finger food.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, when you're having like a get together and it's not a dinner food. Buy fucking regular burgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucks. I was
What a
like, "What the
guy.
hell is that?" And Mike is like, "Oh, sliders." I'm like, "Fucking sliders?" Like, oh. Like, what how old are we? So anyway, they were bad. I'll give him that. They were pretty good. But I put like 2 of the fucking slider
Yeah.
patties on one bun.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it looked pitiful. It looked like a little tiny piece of meat in between like a bun.
Oh.
What the fuck is this shit? So I put 2.
Yeah, you did.
But
Oh,
what are you doing?
I'm trying to light a goddamn candle.
Oh, I was like, are you hitting yourself in the face?
What is happening? Oh.
Oh
Oh.
my god. Oh my god.
Okay, well, I guess I don't get a candle today.
I
That's all
don't
right.
think you do. You should have
Okay.
thought fucking 15 minutes ago.
I should have thought of that, but that's
Okay,
okay.
before you start,
What?
bitch, I just thought about this. I know what your topic is today. And let me tell you, in a couple months, I will be in that motherfucker. Okay, so let's do this again, I guess.
You're welcome.
Because I'm going on a fucking cruise, I think, in June.
Mhm.
Because this bitch doesn't know how to stay still either.
Apparently not.
Fuck.
Got the travel bug.
Yeah, and like this is Brittany's last round of cruises, so I might
Yeah.
as well go and have a little celebration of the end of her ship career
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
because I love her so much and I love spending time with her
Oh
and
yeah, she's
you know,
awesome.
yeah, if I can go and see her on a ship, I'm going to do that. And this time it's just me and Mikey.
Yeah.
Like I love Aiden and you know what? He's a really, really good kid to go on vacation with. He doesn't fuck around. He doesn't bug people.
Yeah.
Does his own thing. What time we meeting for dinner? And I say 6 o'clock, and he's like, I'll be there. And he goes and he does his own thing,
Yeah.
and he's a very, very good kid to fucking travel with because
Yeah.
he doesn't complain, he doesn't get into trouble. So, I would love to go on another cruise with him, but I think this time it might just be a husband and wife
Yeah, that's
thing.
cool. I
Yeah,
say do it.
yeah, where we can kind of have a little bit of a romantic because I can only go for 5 days. I only have 5 days vacation left.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can only go for a 5-day cruise.
That's all right. It's better than
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, and it's in the fucking exactly where you're about to do the story. So take it away, darling.
All right, let's get into it. So today's episode is the Bermuda Triangle. Yay! I've been wanting to do this one for a
Woohoo.
little while.
Well, and yes, and I love that you're doing this because I do want to start getting into some haunted and
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of true crime.
which is my forte. I
Wait,
fucking love true
oh,
crime,
don't get me wrong. I love true crime as well. But I think we should just mix it up a little bit, which is what I'm going to do today.
which I'm very excited for because I have been so interested in the Bermuda Triangle since we were kids.
Mhm.
And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Me
We
too.
are fucking unsolved mystery people.
Oh yeah. This one's
Okay.
a good one. Now there's a lot of naysayers which I will obviously get to, but um there's a couple of cool things that I will also mention like disappearances and stuff like that. So,
Do you know that when we went on the first cruise, one of the things that I thought about when we were leaving Fort Lauderdale was we're in the fucking Bermuda Triangle.
oh yeah. Yes.
And I was like, I am very uncomfortable thinking that we are sailing over sunken ships and planes.
And there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. And I was fucking like
And that freaks me right out.
yeah, even when we were going like cuz I have submechanophobia.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so submechanophobia is the fear of man-made things under the water. So anything that's not supposed to be under the water and it's under the
Planes,
water,
ships,
yeah,
cars.
statues, I'll vomit everywhere. Like the
I
beginning
can't.
of Titanic, I have to fucking fast forward or close my eyes when when they're trolling on the bottom of the ocean, they come up on the bow of the ship.
Yeah.
I will vomit everywhere.
Yeah, I
Like
can't either. I can't handle that.
uncontrollably start gagging.
Well,
Like
like when dad said that he would scuba diving through like a sunken airplane, I was
oh
like, I would snap my own
yeah.
neck.
Yeah, fuck
If I
that.
came across a sunken airplane while I'm scuba diving, I would
I
just die on the spot.
I would die. And you know what's fucked up? We're gonna
Mm.
probably have to do this one day, a case about it. But I'm just gonna okay, so the Edmund Fitzgerald
Yeah.
is a famous ship that is in Lake Superior.
Yeah.
Now, Gordon Lightfoot, he's famous for writing songs about, you know, Canadian history and stuff.
Yep.
Now, the Edmund Fitzgerald is in Lake Superior, like I just said. Now,
Yeah.
Lake Superior, it's a famous saying, and it says, Lake Superior does not give back her dead.
Nope.
Have you heard of that?
Of course I have.
Okay. So, there in the Edmund Fitzgerald, which sunk in 1975, there are still bodies
Yeah.
there that have not decomposed.
Yeah.
I will die.
Yeah. I
I will
can't.
never, ever in my life step one fucking toe in Lake Superior.
Yeah, no.
Ever.
It's because of the temperatures, right?
Yeah, because it's so fucking cold that
Yeah.
bacteria doesn't grow.
That's right.
Right. Because when you look at a dead body that's in the water, okay,
They
it'll
float, that yeah,
right. The bacteria creates gases, which makes the body float.
that's right.
Right. Well, in Lake Superior, it's too cold for any bacteria to grow, for the body to bloat and float to the top. So that right there makes me sick to my fucking stomach.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my,
Yeah. Pretty
like
gnarly.
what was it called? A couple years ago, they found a car in Lake Ontario that was missing for like 30 years or some 40 years or some shit.
Yeah.
And the body, the skeleton was still strapped inside this car.
Yeah.
I will never put my toe in Lake Ontario water ever.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Do you remember back in the day at the trailer park,
Mhm.
there was a cliff that we used to jump off of?
Oh, bitch. Yeah, I could see it. There was a fucking Volkswagen Bug in there.
Yeah. So when you're
Ugh.
jumping off that cliff, you can actually look down and see it under
And
the water.
and let me tell you something. Do you remember when I finally fucking realized that it was a car under there?
Yeah.
Did I jump off that fucking cliff again?
No, I would jump off to the side though.
No, I did after that because I was like, fuck all that. No,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
that shit's freaky.
I,
I don't know. I can't stand that shit either. It freaks me
yeah,
right out.
I can't do it, dude. Like even like they have statues and shit underwater.
Yeah, there's a Jason statue.
Oh, I
And
will.
there's a shark statue underwater too that just looks
Oh,
fucking terrifying.
it makes like my stomach is turning right now just thinking.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh
just
yeah.
that is the scariest fucking thing that I can think
Yeah.
of.
If I
That
ever came across something, because I was actually planning on buying this scuba gear set, and it
yuck.
has like two air, uh, oh my god, the O2, like the tank refills. You can
Mhm.
only go a certain distance down, but I was only planning on using it in the back, like the canal here, right? Just fucking around.
Not in a million years.
And I'm telling you, if I were to ever use that and find something underwater, I will never get back in that water again.
I don't like water that I can't see the bottom.
Oh, which reminds me, you know what I'm planning on doing?
Oh god.
I am planning on, you ever hear of, oh my god, magnet fishing?
Yes.
So I found a kit on Amazon. Me and my buddy at work were talking about it today, and I was like, he's like, "How much do they usually cost?" And I was like, "Actually, that's a good idea. I don't know." So I checked it on Amazon. There's a whole kit that you can buy. It's $50, and I'm gonna buy it. Do
Do
you
you
know
know
how
that
much
people
jewelry is lost in that canal?
Oh yeah, Liz lost a necklace in
And
there.
Walter lost the first bracelet that I got him. I think it was for his birthday or our anniversary or something, and I had it engraved and everything.
Yeah. Well, if you do that and find Liz's necklace,
Oh yeah.
that'd be wonderful because it was a beautiful necklace that says
Mhm.
Knight Elijah on it.
Oh, yeah, if I ever found that, of course, I would give it to her.
It
Come
has
on
an
now.
N and an E. Well, I know you would. I'm just saying, like, it's
Yeah,
there.
that'd be pretty cool, though, if I found
Yeah.
it.
But you know that they find really fucked up shit too, right?
Yeah, I wanna do it. I'm excited now.
Like I was watching one and it legit made me like tear up and almost cry. Is this guy was magnet fishing and he found a fucking like chain,
Oh.
he was pulling the chain and there was a fucking dog. Somebody dog with a weight and fucking threw the dog in the water. Yeah,
Oh.
and it like literally turned my stomach. And I'm like,
I
you
couldn't do that. I can't. I
assholes."
wouldn't be able to handle that.
Yeah, I'd be done. I'd be like, I'm never doing this again.
But
I'd
if
have
I found like a gun or something, like people find guns
people
and
do.
knives and
Yeah.
all
I
kinds
follow
of
a
shit.
guy on Instagram. His name's Python Cowboy.
Mm,
You heard of him?
I think I have, yeah.
So he lives in the Everglades and he catches pythons.
Yeah, yeah. You've showed me this guy before.
Yeah, he's a fucking G, okay? He's
Yeah.
and I love watching his videos. But he's found murder weapons, like confirmed murder weapons.
Yeah, I've seen episodes where people go magnet fishing and they find like a slew of like shit that's connected to murders and like
Yeah.
all kinds of shit. So,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going to dig into this now.
Yeah, dig in.
Dig in. Okay, so the Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is an urban legend focused on a loosely defined region in the western part of the northern Atlantic Ocean, where a number of aircrafts and ships are said to have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The idea of the area as uniquely prone to disappearances arose in the mid 20th century, but most reputable sources dismiss the idea that there is any mystery. So, the earliest suggestion of unusual disappearance in the Bermuda area appeared in an article written by Edward Van Winkle Jones of the Miami Herald that was distributed by the Associated Press and appeared in various American newspapers on September 17th, 1950.
Oh, I think I know. Is this connected to Flight 19?
I don't know. You have to listen.
Okay. Sorry, did I just ruin that?
Shut up, lady.
Sorry.
2 years later, Fate magazine published Sea Mystery at Our Back Door, a short article by George X. Sand that was the first to lay out the now familiar triangular area where the losses took place. Sand recounted the loss of several planes and ships since World War II, the disappearance of um, Sandra, a tramp steamer, the December 1945 loss of Flight 19,
Flight 19.
a group of 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers on a training mission, the January 1948 disappearance of Star Tiger, which I will talk more about later, um, a British South American Airways, so BSAA, passenger airplane, the
Mhm.
March 1948 disappearance of a fishing skiff with 3 men, including jockey Albert Snyder, the December 1948 disappearance of an airborne transport DC 3 charter flight en route from Puerto Rico to Miami, and the January 1949 disappearance of Star Ariel, another BSAA passenger plane. So, Flight 19 was covered again in the April 1962 issue of the American Legion magazine. In it, author Alan W. Eckert wrote that the flight leader had been heard saying, "We cannot be sure of any direction. Everything is wrong. Strange. The ocean doesn't look as it should."
Uh-oh.
Yeah. In February of 1964, Vincent Gaddis wrote an article called "The Deadly Bermuda Triangle" in Argosy, saying Flight 19 and other disappearances were a part of a pattern of strange events in the region, dating back to at least 1840. Shit. The
Yeah.
next year, Gaddis explained that this article, excuse me. Gaddis expanded this article into a book, Invisible Horizons.
Mhm.
Other writers elaborated on Gaddis's idea, including John Wallace Spencer. So he wrote Limbo of the Lost. Charles Berlitz, The Bermuda Triangle in 1974, and Richard Weiner, The Devil's Triangle in 1974. Various of these authors incorporated supernatural elements. So the triangle area, Sand's article in Fate described the area as a watery triangle bounded roughly by Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. The Argosy article by Gaddis further delineated the boundaries, giving vertices as Miami, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and
Ugh,
Bermuda.
I'm gonna be right in that, dude.
You
Fuck
really are.
me. Oh no.
So
Bimini
subsequent,
is Bimini is right in the fucking middle of that shit.
yeah. So good luck. Come
Uh,
home to us though.
there's a sunken ship in Bimini
There's a whole bunch
that if I
actually.
fucking see, I'm gonna vomit.
Yeah, you will.
Like,
Yeah, I know. Disgusting. There's a lot though. There is a lot there.
oh,
Um, so subsequent writers did not necessarily follow this definition. Some writers gave different boundaries and vertices to the triangle, with the total area varying from 1.3 to 3.9 million kilometers squared.
holy shit.
So that's 0.50 to 1.51 million square miles.
Oh my god.
Um, Indeed, some writers even stretch it as far as the Irish coast. Consequent
Really?
Apparently. So consequently, the determination of which, accidents occurred inside the triangle depends on which writer reported them.
Mm-hmm.
So here's some criticism. Larry Cush, I think it's Cush, author of the Bermuda Triangle Mystery Solved, 1975, argued that many claims of Gaddis and subsequent writers were exaggerated, dubious, or unverifiable.
Mm-hmm.
Cush's research revealed a number of inaccuracies and inconsistencies between Berlit's accounts and statements from eyewitnesses, participants, and others involved in the initial incidents. Cush noted cases where pertinent information went unreported, such as the disappearance of round the world yachtsman Donald Crowhurst,
Oh shit.
which Berlitz had presented as a mystery despite clear evidence to the contrary. Another example was the ore carrier recounted by Berlitz as lost without trace 3 days out of Atlantic port when it had been lost 3 days out of a port with the same name in the Pacific Ocean.
Fuck.
Cush also argued that a large percentage of the incidents that sparked allegations of the triangle's mysterious influence actually occurred well outside of it. Often his research was simple. He could review period newspapers of the dates of reported incidents and find reports on possibly relevant events like unusual weather um, that were never mentioned in the disappearance stories. So Cush concluded that the number of ships and aircrafts reported missing in the area was not significantly greater, proportionally speaking, than in any other part of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
In an area frequented by tropical cyclones, the number of disappearances that did occur were, for the most part, neither disproportionate, unlikely, nor mysterious.
Oh, I think it's pretty fucking
So
mysterious.
here's the thing, this is just the opinion of one guy,
Yeah, nobody
right?
cares about that guy. Who the fuck
So
cares about that guy?
I don't know, like it's just I don't know, man. I mean, some people obviously will look at it like scientifically and say, "Oh, there's an explanation for everything."
Mm,
However, there's some where it's like you just can't explain it, right? Like for example, when they were flying in the airplane and he's like the ocean doesn't look normal and
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I don't know.
And the people that fly over these parts fly over them often. And they
Oh
fly
yeah.
over oceans, so they know what the fucking ocean should look like. If they're
Yeah.
saying, "Yo, the ocean doesn't look right over here,"
Yeah.
I'd believe them. I'd be like, "Yo, this motherfucker's been flying for a long time." Or even the people that are on ships, they're
Yeah.
like, "Listen, it doesn't look right over here." I'd believe them. I'd be like, "Okay, motherfucker, I believe you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I'm such a believer though. So like
me
I
too.
definitely believe that, there might be something mysterious going on over there.
100%.
Okay, so further responses. So when the British Channel 4 television program The Bermuda Triangle in 1992 was being produced by John Simmons of Geofilms for the Equinox series, the marine insurance market Lloyd's of London was asked if an unusually large number of ships had sunk in the Bermuda Triangle area.
Mhm.
Lloyd's determined Lloyd's determined that large numbers of ships had not sunk there. Lloyd does not charge higher rates for passing through this area. United States Coast Guard records confirm that their conclusion, in fact, the number of supposed disappearances is relatively insignificant considering the number of ships and aircrafts that pass through on a regular basis.
Mhm.
So, what about the ones that do disappear? I mean, it doesn't happen to every fucking ship or
No,
plane,
clearly, out
right?
there.
So, like, yes, the numbers might be insignificant considering that there's how many ships or planes that cross through that area. But the
Right.
ones that do disappear or something happens to them, it's quite it's just weird,
Scary.
right? Like, yeah, it's just not normal.
Yeah.
So, so the Coast Guard is also officially skeptical of the triangle, noting that they collect and publish through their inquiries much documentation contradicting many of the incidents written about by the Triangle authors.
Mhm.
In one such incident involving the 1972 explosion and sinking of the tanker VA Fog, the
Yeah.
Coast Guard photographed the wreck and recovered several bodies. In contrast with one Triangle's authors claim that all the bodies had vanished, with the exception of the captain who was found sitting in his cabin at his desk, clutching a coffee cup.
Oh Lord.
In addition, VA Fog sank off the coast of Texas, nowhere near the commonly accepted boundaries of the triangle.
Yeah, it's saying that it was in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
VA Fog. Yeah, it was in the coast of the in under Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So it was off the coast of Texas.
yeah, what the fuck? That
Yeah.
wasn't in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. So, the Nova Horizon episode of the case of the Bermuda Triangle aired on June 27th, 1976, was highly critical, stating that when we've gone back to the original sources or the people involved, the mystery evaporates. Science does not have to answer questions about the triangle because those questions are not valid in the first place. Ships and planes behave in the triangle the same way they behave everywhere else in the world. So, lots
Mm,
of skeptics. Skeptical researchers such as Ernest Taves and Barry Singer have noted how mysteries and the paranormal are very popular and profitable. This
mhm.
has led to the production of the vast amounts of material on topics such as the Bermuda Triangle. They were
Right.
able to show that some of the pro paranormal material is often misleading or inaccurate, but its producers continue to market it. Accordingly, they have claimed that the market is biased in favor of books, TV specials, and other media that support the triangle mystery,
Mhm.
and against well researched material if it espouses a skeptical viewpoint. So, again, um, that's not based off of every single event, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
check this out too. The USS Cyclops was lost in the Bermuda Triangle as well.
shh,
Oh,
stop researching, you
oh,
dumb bitch.
I'm sorry.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm not researching. I'm just seeing like I looked up Bermuda Triangle, but I've heard of the story of that before.
You
So-
fucking skunt.
oh my god. Well,
Oh, okay. So we're gonna continue with what I was saying before I get to a couple stories, Mel.
fuck. I'm sorry.
So there's hypothetical explanations, paranormal explanations, and natural explanations. Okay, we're gonna get into that.
Mhm.
So, hypothetical explanation attempts is persons accepting the Bermuda Triangle as a real phenomenon have offered a number of explanatory approaches. Yeah, I can't say that word right now.
Explanatory?
That one, that one.
Yep. I got
Um, Paranormal explanations. So, the Triangle writers have used a number of supernatural concepts to explain the events. One one explanation pins the blame on leftover technology from the mythical lost continents of Atlantis.
Oh, fuck off. No, absolutely not.
I know. Sometimes connected to the Atlantis story is the submerged rock formation known as the Bimini Road of
Okay.
the island of
Oh,
Bimini in the
Bimini.
Bahamas.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
Which is in the triangle by some definitions. Followers of the purported psychic Edgar Case take his prediction that evidence of Atlantis would be found in 1968 as
No.
referring to the discovery of the Bimini Road. Believers describe the formation as a road wall or other structure, but the Bimini Road is of natural origin. Some hypothesize that a parallel universe exists in the Bermuda Triangle,
Oh no.
causing a time or space warp that sucks the objects around it into a parallel universe.
No, I don't.
Others attribute the events to UFOs.
Yeah.
Okay, so Charles Berlitz, author of the various books on anomalous phenomena, lists several theories attributing the losses in the triangle to anomalous or unexplained forces.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, natural explanations. So they say compass problems are one of the cited phrases in many triangle incidents. While some have theorized that unusual local magnetic anomalies may exist in the area, such anomalies have not been found. Compasses have natural magnetic variations in relation to the magnetic poles, a fact which navigators have known for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
Magnetic compasses north and geographic true north are exactly the same, only for a small number of places. For example, as of 2000 in the United States, only those places on a line running from Wisconsin to the Gulf of Mexico. But the public may not be as informed and think there is something mysterious about a compass changing across an area as large as the triangle, which it naturally will.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. There's some sort of there's got because like a compass, right?
yeah.
Like it points north, but in the triangle there might be some kind of pull there of some.
Yeah, you know what? I figured that as well. Like, you got to think it can't all just be paranormal. There's got to be some sort of scientific
There must.
explanations behind it, right? Like, there's so many and like people saying that, oh yeah, their compass was going crazy. Well, you're probably over a magnetic area,
Right.
right?
I think
So that could explain that.
it's got to be something along those lines that are making communications and stuff
Yeah,
kind of, you know what I mean? Like there must be something there because even with like all the flights and stuff, communication is spotty at best.
I know, but even still, okay, with that plane that I had talked about before, they were saying that the ocean didn't look, normal as it was, and they were just
Yeah,
saying weird shit. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, this is why I'm saying this. I don't think this shit'll ever get solved
never.
ever.
It'll
So,
always be a mystery.
so this will, yeah, this is just speculations, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Um, so the Gulf Stream, Florida current, is a major surface current primarily driven by thermohaline circulation.
Uh-huh.
That one. Thermohaline circulation.
Thorough.
Thermocirculation for short.
Mm-hmm.
That originates in the Gulf of Mexico and then flows through the Straits of Florida into the North Atlantic.
Fucking
In
Florida.
essence, I know.
You know,
I know.
it would make sense that fucking Florida is a tip of the goddamn Bermuda Triangle. It
Of
would
course.
make sense. Those
Oh
people
yeah.
down there are fucking nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
But you know what I've okay, a little off
Creatures.
topic here. I'm gonna rant for just a second.
Mm.
I figured it out. And I think I have figured it out, okay? The more south you get, the crazier the fucking people. Okay?
Yeah.
So I think it's the heat.
It
I
could be.
think that sometimes when it's hot all year round in a certain place, the people are absolutely fucking crazy. Okay, because they're in that heat all year round.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something in the water.
Yeah, and the more north you drive or get, the more sane the fucking people are because the cold humbles you.
I guess so.
I think
Yeah,
that
that's one way of looking at it, I guess, eh?
I have been saying this for a couple years now. Since I, as an adult, been going down to Florida, I'm telling you, that's what I think. I think that the people down there are absolutely fucking crazy and out of their mind because they're forever in heat and
Yeah.
they have no idea how to get fucking cool.
Yeah. Well, they're just creatures down there.
Oh my
Ugh.
God, are they ever? Jesus Christ. Okay, go on.
Okay. Where was I?
Bermuda Triangle.
In essence, yeah, thank you, Chips. In essence, it is a river within an ocean, and like a river, it can and does carry floating objects. It has a maximum surface velocity of about 2 miles per second,
Whoa, okay.
or no, meters per second, I
Yeah.
think.
I was like 2 miles per second.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, sorry. Yeah, duh. 2 meters per second, or 6.6 feet per second.
Okay.
A small plane making a water landing or a boat having engine trouble can be carried away from its reported position by the current.
Is that really fast? 2 meters per second?
Or think about it, 6.6 feet
Yeah, that's only as like it's just a bit taller than Michael.
per second.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's fast or not. Is that fast or slow? Is this for
Per
this?
second, I would say
Yeah.
that's the current. It's per second. So I would say that's kind of fast. Like
Okay.
think about it. A second is like that.
Okay.
Go 6 feet in one tap.
I could probably if I run, I could
Bitch, you can't move that fast. What are you trying to get?
if I was really
The
scared.
second, the second I heard, I could probably. I'm like, no, the fuck, you can't.
Get fucked, bitch. if I was scared, who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Becky
Yeah,
or Jacqueline, and I was saying this weekend, I was like, they were like, "Oh, Sarah's outside, just run and get her." I was like, "I don't fucking run." I was
no.
like, I looked at Jacqueline. I'm like, "If you see me running, run." Fuck.
So what the fuck makes you think that you can run 6.6 feet per second?
I probably could.
Are you sick? Keep dreaming, Mel, because I
Don't
can't
laugh
even
at
do that.
me, you fucking cunt. Fuck.
You don't move that fast.
I never. I'm a fucking sloth.
It's a fucking fact. Like, who are you trying to kid?
Yeah, I don't move quick at all. Feel like I'm moving that
The
fast.
second I heard I could probably, and I'm like, no,
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 no.
nope, absolutely not.
Well, if something was chasing me, I could probably move
Maybe,
pretty quick.
maybe depends on how scared you are.
Fuck you. You're a fucking bitch. I wouldn't see you moving that much quicker either.
You know what, bitch? All I have to do is outrun you.
Yeah, that's true. and you would.
Oh, damn it! I peed a little.
yeah.
All right. Well,
I remember one time when I a couple years ago, after we got married, I think he was like, "Oh, let's do laps around the track." And I was like, "Okay." Well, he started to run, and he was like, "Come on!" And I'm like, "Come on, what?" And he was like, "Well, we're gonna do laps around the track." I'm like, "Who's running this track?"
no, you
"Me?"
could do laps
What
around the
the fuck?
track.
I'm
I
like,
will
"Yeah,
watch you.
I'll walk." I'm not fucking running. The
Yeah,
fuck?
no,
There's no
absolutely not.
fucking running happening.
Exactly. And you think you can move 6.6 feet per second?
No.
The think about that again. I can't. I know I can't.
Yeah, I definitely can't.
All right. So a small plane making a water landing or a boat having engine trouble can be carried away from its reported position by the current. Oh,
Listen,
so
I resent that. Let's go back to this for 1 second. That is not nice.
am I lying?
No.
Well,
Hurt my feelings a little.
oh, Cupcake, I didn't mean to hurt your
I'm
Trust me,
just
bitch,
kidding.
I'm not moving that fast either.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I was just
We
joking.
we can die together. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking trip you because you can definitely outrun me. I'll trip you.
Deal.
You know when you were running
I'll take
and
one for the team.
yeah, and Grandpa saved you by grabbing your fucking hair?
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. I'm dirty like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I could definitely see you being like that too. If it were life and death, somebody else is dying, and you
Yeah,
will make sure of it
I don't
to
know
take
about
down
you.
whoever you can first.
I don't know about you. It might be different with you because I kind of like you.
Yeah, I kinda like you too.
There's a little bit of people that I enjoy, but I think I would definitely take one for the team if it was between you and me.
Yeah, well, I would probably take one for the team too, so we're both stuck.
Well, we're both fucked then. All right. I will always say we were gonna die together.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just should never travel together at all ever.
Nope, we
Because I
definitely should
because
not.
I said that. So all right, go on.
Okay, so let's get through to human error. So one of the most cited explanations in official inquiries as to the loss of any aircraft or vessel is human error.
Mm-hmm.
Human stubbornness may
Fuck
have
you.
caused businessman Harvey Conver to lose his sailing yacht, the the Revenock, as he sailed into the teeth of a storm south of Florida on
Stupid.
January 1st, 1958. Now, I will not say that's paranormal in any way. That's sheer stupidity.
Stupidity. Well, at least he made it to 1958.
Yeah, but that's just sheer fucking that who does that? Who takes their yacht and fucking sails off into the fucking storm?
Stupid people. Well, Dexter did it.
Yeah, but that's Dexter. It's a little
Mhm.
different. So then there's violent weather. So hurricanes are powerful storms that form in tropical waters and have historically cost thousands of lives and caused billions of dollars in damage. The sinking of Francisco del Bobadilla, Spanish's fleet in 1502 was the first recorded instance of a destructive hurricane. These storms have in the past caused a number of incidents related to the triangle. Many Atlantic hurricanes pass through the triangle as they recurve off the eastern seaboard. And before the advent of I can't talk today, weather satellites, ships often had little to no warning of a hurricane's approach. So yeah, so that's obviously weather is a huge factor in anything happening over there as of anywhere. Um,
Mm.
so I would like to get into notable incidents.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on, I need to
Oh my.
reposition myself.
I
My
was
ass
like,
is
"Are
numb.
you okay?" I thought you just fell.
No, but that would have been funny. Okay,
It would have been all of a sudden it's like a ugh.
just a thud.
And you're like, you moved 6 fucking feet and
I dropped my shirt. Well, why was it so loud? I was in it.
you're so stupid.
All right, so let's get into it. Notable incidents is first one up is HMS Atlanta. Um, 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 the sailing, the sail training ship HMS Atlanta was originally named HMS Juno.
Hotlanta.
Disap- Pardon?
Hotlanta.
Huh?
I call Atlanta. I call it
Yeah.
Hotlanta.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that.
Mhm.
Um, disappeared with her entire crew after setting sail from the Royal Naval Dockyard, Bermuda, for Falmouth, England on the 31st of January, 1880.
Oh,
It
jeez.
was it was presumed that she sank in a powerful storm which crossed her route a couple of weeks after she sailed, and that her crew being composed primarily of inexperienced trainees may have been contribute it might have been a contributing factor.
Well, yeah.
So
No.
I would say so if they're inexperienced.
Yeah.
The search for evidence of her fate attracted worldwide attention at the time. Connection is also often made to the 1878 loss of training ship HMS ooh, Eurydice, 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 which floundered after departing the Royal Naval Dockyard in Bermuda for Portsmouth on March 6th. And she was alleged decades later to have been a victim of the mysterious triangle, an allegation resoundingly refuted by the research of author David Francis Rain in 1997.
Oh shit.
Next up, I have the USS Cyclops.
Yeah, that one.
That one. Yeah.
I've heard of this one before. I've actually like watched a whole fucking documentary on this motherfucker
Yeah.
about how I think it was on Expedition Unknown. You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
with Josh Gates?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so he did a whole show on how they think the Cyclops went down because I don't think it was ever found.
I
I
don't.
think it's like still missing to this day.
Well, let's see. So, the incident resulting in the single largest loss of life in the history of the U.S. Navy, not related to combat, occurred when the collier Cyclops, carrying a full load of manganese ore
Yep.
and with one engine out of action, went missing without a trace with
Mhm.
a crew of 306 sometime after March 4th,
Yes.
1918.
Yep. And it was
So,
fucking found.
yeah, so after departing the island of Barbados, um, so although there is no strong evidence for any single theory, many independent theories exist. Some blaming storms, some capsizing, and some suggest that wartime enemy activity was to
Mm,
blame for the loss. In addition, two of Cyclops' sister ships, Proteus and Nereus,
yeah,
were subsequently lost in the North Atlantic during World War II. Both ships were transporting heavy loads of metallic ore, similar to that which was loaded on Cyclops during her fatal voyage. In all three cases, structural failure due to overloading uh, with a much denser cargo than designed is considered the most likely cause of the sinking.
Mhm.
So,
But the fact that it was never has never been found,
no.
that's scary.
Yeah. I think there's another one that I talk about here that's never been found as well.
Like in the
Okay.
fucking well, like the Bermuda Triangle, it gets fucking deep there too.
Mhm.
Like I think when we were on the ship, so when you're on the ship and you can look at the like there's a TV channel that you can go to where they show you exactly where you are and how deep the water is. I think it was like 4,000 feet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
At one point, I was like, "Ugh," and it was in the middle of the night when we saw this.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, "Oh
Why
my."
would you do that to yourself? What
I
the
don't know.
fuck?
I think Mikey turned it on because I'm not interested.
No, me
I'm not
either.
interested, but it was like 400 or 4,000 feet or something. And I was like, holy shit, fuck, it's deep here.
Yeah.
4,000 feet?
Yeah.
Like, holy.
Yeah, yeah, no thank you.
I could be wrong. It could be something different, but I think the deepest spot of
Yeah, that's a big no for me.
yeah.
Okay, so next I have the Carol A. Deering, a five-masted schooner built in 1919, was found hard aground and abandoned at Diamonds Shoals near Cape Hatteras, North Carolina on January 31st, 1921.
Mhm.
FBI investigation into the Deering scrutinized, then ruled out multiple theories as to why and how the ship was abandoned, including piracy, uh, domestic communist sabotage, and the involvement of rum runners.
Mhm.
All right, let's get to Flight 19.
Sorry, I'm just going to interrupt you one more time. So I just looked it up because I think we were going from Belize to Cozumel.
Yeah.
It's called the Sigsbee Deep. Guess how? And it's not feet; it's meters.
Mm.
It's 4,384 meters.
So
Um,
what is that in feet? That's even
um,
more in feet.
1 meter is 3 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like 13,000
Yeah, I
feet.
was gonna say that's like,
Oh God, that makes
yeah,
me nuts. All right,
yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
gross.
Flight 19.
Flight 19. So
I
the
fucking
US,
on this too.
you what?
I watched a documentary on this
Oh
too.
yeah. So the US Navy Avengers, similar to those of Flight 19. Oh, sorry, that's the picture. Flight 19 was a training flight of 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers that disappeared on December 5th, 1945,
Oh God.
while they were over the Atlantic. The squadron's flight plan was scheduled to take them due east from Fort Lauderdale, so 141 miles, which is 227 kilometers, north for 73 miles, which is 117 kilometers, and then back over a final 140 mile
Say
or
kilometers?
yeah,
Kilo-
kilometers. Shut up. Same shit.
Kilometers.
Them kilometers.
We read
Um
so well. Go ahead.
Suck a fat one. Then over a final of 140 miles or 225 kilometers,
Thank you. You're
like to
you're
complete the
adorable.
yeah, whatever. To complete the exercise. The flight never returned to base. So the
Yeah.
disappearance was attributed by Navy investigators to navigational error leading to the aircraft running out of fuel.
Fuck.
One of the search and rescue aircraft deployed to look for them, a PBM Mariner with a 13-man crew, also disappeared. A,
Holy fucking shit.
yeah, a tanker off the coast of Florida reported seeing an explosion and observing a widespread oil slick when fruitlessly searching for the survivors.
Oh no.
Yeah, the weather was becoming stormy by the end of the incident. According to contemporaneous sources, the Mariner had a history of explosions due to vapor leaks when heavily loaded with fuel, as it
Oh,
might have been for a potentially long search and rescue operation.
oh, that's horrific.
Yes. So, off to Star Tiger and Star Ariel. I think we talked about this. I brought it up already.
Mm-hmm.
The BSAA Star Tiger disappearance and Star Ariel disappearance. GAHNP Star Tiger disappeared on January 30th, 1948, on a flight from the Azores to Bermuda. Star Ariel disappeared on January 17th, 1949, on a flight from Bermuda to Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh shit.
Both were Avro two-door IV passenger aircraft operated by British South American Airways.
Oh wow.
Both planes were operating at the very limits of their range, and the slightest error or fault in the equipment could keep them from reaching the small island. So there's that.
There's that.
Okay, what do we have here? So the Douglas DC-3, 1948 airborne transport DC-3 disappearance on December 28th, 1948. A Douglas DC-3 aircraft number NC-16002 disappeared while on a flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Miami.
Wow.
No trace of the aircraft or the 32 people on board were ever found.
Mm.
Um, Civil Aeronautics Board investigation found that there was insufficient information available on which to determine the probable cause of the disappearance. Okay, so you're gonna think I'm an idiot. I am horrible with Roman numbers,
Yep.
the Roman numerals or whatever the hell it's called. What
Okay.
is IV? V is 5,
Ivy is
isn't it?
4.
Oh, it's 4.
So think of okay, so a V is 5. So you're thinking 1 before 5. So 4. So a V and a 1 is 6.
Okay, so that's 6
So a V and a 1.
is 6.
Right.
Gotcha.
And a 1
I
and a
thought a V was 5.
4. Yeah.
Okay, so the Connemara,
Mhm.
6, I guess it says IV. A pleasure yacht
No,
was found adrift in the
eight.
Atlantic.
Sarah,
What?
IV is 4.
Oh, well then 4.
Okay, because it's a 1 before 5.
Yes.
And a V1 is 6.
Oh, I see. The IV is 4. The
I
VI is
Because
6.
if you look at 5, there's 1 before 5, so that's 4, and then a 1 after 5 is 6.
6. I get it now. Okay,
Do
I
you
see what you
though?
mean. What?
Do you?
I kind of get it now.
Okay, good.
So wait, what would IIV mean? 2 before 5, so that would be 3?
No.
Is there such a thing? Am I
Yeah, hold on. I have to look at my clock because, like, I'm good at Roman numerals. Hold on a second. Okay. 1 is an X. Okay, no.
what?
1 is 1. So a 3 is 3. So wait. Uh it's a 1 1V.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. That could be 3, but there on certain things it'll be a 3 is 3 sticks,
Yes, I
right?
understand that.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll
But is there such a thing as IIV?
no, not that
Guess
I
not.
know of. Ivy?
Oh, you're gonna make me
No.
search this shit, aren't you?
No, it's not. So, if I go IIV Roman numerals, yeah, it would be 3, but most of it's written with one like an I.
Okay.
Yeah, I 1 or an IIV is 3, but
Yeah.
it's not most of the times it's not written that way,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Usually a 3, so a 1 is 1,
So
2,
why
2,
wouldn't they just do like I as 4 rather than IV as
because that's
4?
too much, right? Once you start to get into stuff like above 10, then you're going like, okay, so like a 9 is a 1 and an X. X is
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
X1 is 11, X2 is so on, and then X1V is 14.
Oh my god. That
Yeah.
is so confusing.
Yeah. So Roman, even like what's an L? An L is 50. So
Mhm.
then when you go to LX, it's 60, right? And then
Yeah.
you get to C, it's 100, D is 500, and M is 1,000. So if you look at like
What is 1,000? M?
M.
Yeah,
So if
okay.
you look at we'll go 2024 Roman numerals. Okay. It is MMXX1V.
Huh,
That's 2024.
okay, cool.
Right? So if you want to do your kid's birthday, right? So if we go hold on. 2010 Roman numerals, what do you think it is?
Oh, dude. For
MX.
his birth for his birthday is
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah,
So
MM.
X oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be M for 1,000.
Yep,
So
another
M, and then X.
X. Yes, 2010.
Yeah.
So that would be the Roman numerals for him, right? Like, let's do your birth year. Oh God, 19. You were born in the 1900s.
Shut up.
Okay, so you ready for yours? This is fucked up.
Oh god, here we go.
MCMLXXXV11. That's 1987.
Wow. That's shitty. That's insane.
MCMLXXXV11. VII or whatever.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Huh.
Oh, there's something I never knew.
Well,
But, okay.
interesting.
Okay.
All
So,
right. Well,
let's
that
continue.
was a good little tangent.
The Connemara IV, so I guess that's 4.
4.
let me see here. A pleasure yacht was found adrift in the Atlantic south of Bermuda on 26th of September 1955.
Hmm.
Uh, oh, it is usually stated in the stories, Berlitz Weiner, that the crew vanished while the yacht survived being at sea during three hurricanes.
Okay.
1955 Atlantic hurricane season shows Hurricane Lone passing nearby between 14th and the 18th of September, with Bermuda being affected by winds of almost gale force.
Hmm.
In his second book of the Bermuda Triangle, Weiner quoted from a letter he had received from Mr. J. E. Challinor of Barbados. On the morning of September 22nd, Connemara the Fourth was lying to a heavy mooring in the open roadstead of Carlisle Bay.
Wow.
So, because of the approaching hurricane, the owner strengthened the mooring ropes and put two additional anchors. There was little else he could do, as
Yeah.
the exposed mooring was the only available anchorage in Carlisle Bay. The sea in the wake of the Hurricane Janet was awe inspiring and dangerous. The owner of Connemara 4 observed that she had disappeared. An investigation revealed that she had dragged her moorings and gone to sea. So there's that one. The KC 135 Strato tankers. On August 28th, 1963, a pair of U.S. Air Force KC 135 Strato tanker aircraft collided and crashed into the Atlantic 300 miles or 480 kilometers west of Bermuda. Some writers say that while the two aircrafts did collide, there were two distinct crash sites separated over by 160 miles or 260 kilometers of water.
Kilometers.
Kilometers?
Hmm.
Shut up.
That's one hefty fucking stretch.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
You say 400 kilometers?
260.
260 kilometers.
Mhm.
Holy fuck. That's like that's further than
Yeah, so there's two
EU.
distinct crash sites. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah. Because
Um,
that's further that's further
so it was
than me to
just two
you.
aircrafts that collided, but they're saying there's two distinct crash sites separated over 260 kilometers of water.
Oh my god.
So how the fuck is that possible?
That's creepy.
Yeah, so however, Cush's research showed that the unclassified version of the Air Force investigation report revealed that the debris field defining the second crash site was examined by a search and rescue ship and found to be a mass of seaweed and driftwood tangled in an old buoy.
Oh. Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I know that we did kind of go over the USS Cyclops, and I think I did a little bit more information here, which is why I put it in here.
Yeah, that bitch has never been found. Let's say that again.
Yeah. Do
It's
you
so
want me to go over the USS Cyclops more in depth or no?
you fucking right, I do. I like that one.
Okay, so how could the biggest ship in the US Navy vanish without a trace? This was the question on many people's minds in March of 1918 when an enormous collier, the USS Cyclops, disappeared on a voyage between the West Indies to Baltimore. A century
With
on,
no trace of it.
yeah, a century on, it is no closer to being answered.
That's horrific. And how many
Yeah.
people were aboard? 300?
Something, I think it was 300, yeah, 306 people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so the Cyclops was nearly 550 feet long
Hmm?
with a crew of 306 people and around 11,000 tons of manganese aboard. She had been sailing successfully since 1910, traveling between the Baltic Sea, the
Mhm.
Caribbean, and Mexico, and assisting with moving coal around the world and helping refugees.
Yeah.
In 1917, when America entered World War One, the Cyclops became a key naval asset, transporting troops and coal to fuel other ships all over the world. So in March of 1918, the ship was given a new cargo, tons and tons of dense manganese ore, used in steel making. She left Brazil loaded up with the brittle metal, then voyaged to the Barbados to resupply for the long journey home to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So the last known message from the ship said simply, "Weather fair, all well."
Yeah.
But on the 9-day journey, something went awry, and no one from the ship was ever seen or heard again,
So I heard,
vanishing without even an SOS.
yeah. So I heard there's a theory of a rogue wave.
Oh,
Yes. So with the cycle, when I watched that expedition unknown,
unknown? Yeah.
they were saying that, well, they built like a little tiny replica of the Cyclops and they put it into like a wave generator.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And they were like, this is a good possibility of what could have happened because of the cargo that they were holding.
Yeah.
That a rogue wave, if it hit that ship, it would have sank instantly.
Yeah.
Just because of the way that the ship was built as well,
Mhm.
right? Now, them not finding anything is bizarre, but it's understandable
Yeah.
thinking that a rogue wave could have taken it out.
Okay, well, here we go. So listen to this.
But no trace of it at all has ever been found. That was over 100 years ago.
Right. So, in a feature published a couple of years after the ship's disappearance, Santa Fe magazine described the strangeness of the disappearance. Quote, usually a wooden bucket or a cork life preserver
Right.
identified as being belonging to a lost ship is picked up after a wreck, but not so with the Cyclops.
Right.
She just disappeared as though some gigantic monster of the sea had grabbed her, men and all, and sent her into the depths of the ocean. And the suddenness of her destruction is amplified by the absence of any wireless calls for help being picked up by any ship along the route.
Right.
So, throughout the decades, there have been a flurry of sometimes sensational theories about the ship's disappearance, as one amongst more than 100 ships and planes to have mysteriously disappeared in the so called Bermuda Triangle, the region roughly bounded by Bermuda, Miami, and Puerto Rico. Was the ship eaten by some beast of the deep or carried away as evidenced by UFOs
No.
or simply uh, scuppered by a storm? At the time, people wondered whether the ship and crew had been the victim of a German submarine or raider. It was barely a year into the war, and the Cyclops would have made a strategic target,
Yep.
yet nothing materialized.
Nothing.
And as time went on, it has become less likely that German crafts had been in the area at all.
Right.
So,
That's where the rogue wave comes in and possibly could be an explanation.
mhm. So others have pointed fingers at Captain George W. Worley months earlier. Some members of the crew claimed Worley was a drunk, unsuitable to steer the ship. There were
Yep.
even reports of a minor mutiny staged on board the ship. The Navy defended Worley of these charges, and he returned to his command with apparently little fanfare. The
Mhm.
U.S. Navy says in its official statement about the Cyclops, the disappearance of this ship has been one of the most baffling mysteries in the annals of the Navy. All attempts to locate her have been proved unsuccessful.
Yep.
But some still cling to investigations, particularly those with a personal connection to the ship. Marvin Barash is the descendant of one of the firefighters aboard the ship. He has spent more than a decade researching its history, painstakingly gathering Navy records, ship logs, and any, if, yep, that might come in useful. Can't
Mhm.
even say that word, including a blackened bag of manganese ore. The whole existence of the ship has been swept under a rug, he told the Baltimore Sun. It wasn't like it was lost in a glorious battle. It just kind of fell off the face of the earth, he said.
Right. Which is horrifying.
Yeah. So Barash has his own suspicions about what happened to the lost Colossus. A series of mechanical failures, a crew unused to the new heavy cargo, and a final great rolling wave that tipped the ship
There you go.
and and her passengers into the ocean forever.
Yep.
All of this, he thinks, may have coincided with the ship passing over the Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest part of the Atlantic, where she would be nearly irretrievable.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Uh, yeah. So there's that.
I think a rogue
Um,
wave could have done that.
Probably.
That's just my opinion on the Cyclops. I've kind of listened to that documentary that I watch, or Expedition Unknown. I listened to that and I was like, you know what? That could have been it. The only thing that bothers me is that it's never been found.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that is very mysterious.
Yeah. So, okay, so I'm gonna move on to a couple of it was the top 10 most, um, like weirdest disappearances or whatever.
Right.
I'm gonna go over them now. I think that we've already talked about the Carol A. Deering
Mm-hmm.
and the Cyclops, obviously, so it's not gonna be top 10 because we've already talked about some of them.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, so first up is witchcraft, 1967. So it's not literal witchcraft, obviously.
Right.
Witchcraft was the name of a luxury yacht that mysteriously
Why the
vanished.
fuck would you name a luxury boat the witchcraft?
I know. I know, really. It vanished off the coast of Miami. The ship's owner and Captain Dan Barak planned to look at the Christmas lights of the Miami shoreline with his friend, Patrick Horgan. However, something went slightly amiss during the trip, and a calm Barak contacted the Coast Guard requesting a tow back to shore.
Hmm.
Barak made it clear that it was not an emergency. When the Coast Guard arrived 19 minutes later, the Witchcraft and its occupants were nowhere to be found.
Oh shit.
The ship and the men on board remain missing to this very day, despite an extensive search and rescue operation.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that one that's still missing. And it only took them 19 minutes to get out to their location, and they were gone.
Yeah, it's scary.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, next is Perry Cohen and Austin Stephanos, 2015. I think these were the kids. Uh,
Shit.
Hold on, okay. So, despite the triangle's reputation for missing ships and aircraft, many boats have actually been found after the fact. In 2015, the cargo ship SSL Pharaoh went missing after encountering Hurricane Joaquin. Joaquin? Joaquin.
Yep. Joaquin.
Nearly 1 month after its disappearance, the ship was found intact at the bottom of the ocean. That same year, two 14-year-olds named Perry Cohen and Austin Stephanos went missing after embarking on a fishing trip. The two left on a boat belonging to Stephanos' mother and never returned. The area encountered a major storm soon after their departure, and Stephanos reportedly Snapchatted a picture of the oncoming storm from their boat.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, 2 days later, the abandoned boat was found off the coast of Daytona Beach. The boys were never found. So that can obviously be, you know, connected to the storm.
Yeah.
So that one's not too mysterious, but it's something. It's
Well,
something.
you know what though? They could be loggers in Washington.
Dexter.
Everything in Florida goes back to Dexter.
It really does. Um. Okay, so next is the Douglas DC-3. In late December of 1948, Captain Robert Lindquist was flying a Douglas DC-3 from San Juan, Puerto Rico to Miami. On board were 3 crew members and 29 passengers. It was a routine flight for Lindquist, and everything went smoothly until the plane came within 50 miles of the American coast. Lindquist attempted to contact the landing airport, but was met with total silence. They were unable to contact the ground, and the ground was unable to contact them. The plane subsequently disappeared and was never seen again.
Jesus.
It then became the subject of a meticulous investigation by the Civil Aeronautics Board, who deduced that the plane was suffering from electrical difficulties that prevented communication.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta sort that shit out before you take off.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got the Carol A. Deering, which we have already spoken about. I think I'll. Whoop, I hit my. Hold on. There we go. I think think I'll skip over that one because we already talked about it. The Bruce Gernon. So 1970. If Gernon's story is to be believed, then the Bermuda Triangle is a very bizarre place indeed. Gernon was a pilot who in 1970 was flying with his father and his father's business associate. The trio were flying from the Bahamas to Bimini when they encountered some weird clouds with flashes of light.
Oh, boy.
Initially thinking it was a routine electrical storm, Gernon was horrified to see the clouds join together to form a 15-mile-long tunnel around the plane.
Oh, my Lord.
After passing through, the plane emerged into a hazy field of thick gray mist, and the electrical equipment wasn't working. When the
Oh,
mist finally dissipated, he found himself over Miami Beach, which was physically impossible given their short flight time. Gernon believes he traveled through some sort of wormhole.
okay.
So, see, shit like that, I'm just like, that can't be possible. Like, unless there's some sort of like phenomena going on.
Yeah.
I
Or
know that, yeah.
or
Yeah,
he could have just
well,
lost track of time.
yeah,
He could have just been
okay, okay.
nervous or like winds, winds that could have pushed the plane a certain,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you never know. Like
going through a 15-mile fucking tunnel?
you never know.
I don't know, I don't know.
You never know. It could There are ways to explain certain crazy things, especially when you're in a serious storm. Like you could be losing track of fucking your time and shit too.
Maybe. I
You
don't know.
never know. Like and winds could be pushing and I don't know with that one. Like
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on.
I don't think he went
Next.
through a vortex.
You never know. You ever see Donnie Darko?
Oh, Sarah. Actually, I have seen Donnie Darko and I did not like it.
Yo, Donnie Darko is
I
badass.
know
I
a lot of
love that
people say
movie.
that, and I remember you watching it all the time, but I never got into Donnie Darko.
I introduced that movie to Walter. I was like, "You've never seen Donnie Darko?" I'm like, "We're watching it right now."
Yeah, I didn't really I just thought that that was a very fucking strange
It
movie.
was. It was creepy. It was just off, I guess, but it's kind
Uh,
of cool.
Did I called you this morning with the girls at work.
Yeah,
They haven't seen fucking Hook or Peter Pan,
which is absurd.
which is a whole motherfucking sin.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I was like, "Pardon?" I was like because we were talking about the tattoos that we're gonna get.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah," because it all started with my sister being at my house and being like, "Good night, Neverland."
Yeah.
And Grace was like, "What?" And I was like, "Hook?" Like, when they're blowing out the candles and they're in the tree and they're going to sleep,
Yeah.
he says, "Good night, Neverland." And she goes, "Never seen that movie." I'm like,
Oh.
"Excuse me?" And she's like, "I've never seen that movie." And I said, "Well, okay, Peter Pan?" She's like, "I've never seen Peter Pan." And I went, "Oh,
Oh my god.
no." I said, "You're kidding." I said, "I will lend it to you. I
Should
have
be
the spec."
against the law.
Yeah, I said, "I have the special edition DVD." She goes, "I don't have a DVD player." I'm like,
I don't think anybody does these days, Mel.
"Oh my god. Oh my god." She's like, "Can I get it on Netflix?" I'm like, "I don't think so."
Hook.
Hook.
I think you can.
I don't think so,
Oh,
darling.
you just grabbed your phone faster than me. I heard it.
Fuck up. Don't act like you know me so well.
I do though.
Ooh, The Last Airbender. Hook.
It is on Netflix and Amazon Prime.
It is fucking not on Netflix. I just looked it up.
I thought it was. Okay, well, it's on Amazon Prime at least.
Let's see.
And
It
Crave TV.
Can you rent it though? Is it a rented or is it like you can
Premium subscribers, which I am, of course. Oh, what
Okay,
the
let's
fuck? Hold on a
Hook.
second.
No, bitch, it is not. It's for
Oh, yeah, no, it's not.
I have special edition DVDs, so
Buy the movie for $4.99.
yeah, like what the fuck? I'm
Or
very
unless you have like what's the one that we have? Cinema.
yeah,
We just fucking pirate the shit out of movies.
admit crimes on fucking your podcast.
So joking. Literally joking. Dad, I already know I'm gonna get a phone call for this one. Fuck.
I'm leaving that in too.
I don't though. That shit shut down a while ago anyway, so we haven't used it in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyways, I should continue.
Yep,
Uh,
continue.
oh fuck. Okay, well, the Great Isaac Lighthouse. Okay, so in 1969, also in top 10 aviation mysteries that can't be explained. It's not just planes and ships that experience dangerous phenomena inside the Bermuda Triangle. Sometimes it's even stationary lighthouses. Located 20 miles northeast of the Bimini Islands is a small island called Great Isaac Cay. The island is accessible only by boat, and it contains old lighthouse that was erected back in 1859. That would be cool to see. The lighthouse is often utilized by cruise ships traveling from Nassau to Florida. Back in August of 1969, the lighthouse was found completely abandoned, and its two keepers have never been located. Abandoned lighthouses will always make for a great and creepy story, but in this case, it was likely the result of the dangerous Hurricane Anna. However, what specifically caused the lighthouse keepers to disappear remains a mystery.
Oh.
Okay, and the other two are the Cyclops and Flight 19, which we've covered, which
Mhm.
brings me to my last one. So, Ellen Austin in 1881. Back in 1881, the schooner Ellen Austin was making its way through the Sargasso Sea when it encountered an abandoned and aimless ship. Wishing to salvage the ship, various crew members boarded and sailed the abandoned ship in close proximity to the Ellen Austin. A few days later, both ships encountered a particularly violent storm. When the storm finally subsided, the mystery ship was nowhere to be found. Go
Oof.
ship, go ship, go ship! The crew of the Ellen Austin eventually spotted the ghost ship aimlessly drifting through the water, having once again been abandoned by its crew. It makes for a spectacularly spooky story, and it suggests that this mystery vessel may be the most cursed ship in existence.
Oh, fuck.
I think of ghost ship as soon as I hear that shit.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts I have on any of this is you just never know.
Yeah.
You just never know. Some of it could be paranormal, some of it could be explained scientifically, right? Like we don't know. Some of them, yeah, I can definitely say it was either a storm or maybe even mechanical error, right? But
Yeah.
other ones where like, this ghost ship one, for example, like that's one where I'm like, I don't know. Or the other one where the guy was flying and, he goes through a tunnel.
Mhm.
I don't know. You
You
just
never know. It'll remain.
what people experience though, like it's one thing to look at it as an outsider, right? It's
Mm,
another thing to actually experience that shit.
yeah.
So, like, obviously it was noteworthy if he experienced it and felt that, like, something had happened.
Oh, right. I believe that they experience something.
Yeah.
I do. I
Or at
believe
least they
people.
feel they do, right?
Right. I believe that people experience something, and I believe that they experience something. And I'm sure that I've experienced stuff in my life that people will say, "Yeah, fucking right." You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But I know what I experienced. So
Yeah.
to totally dismiss what people um experienced is not right, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's their
Like,
experience. Like cuz I watch like I know Walter's so sick of it, but he's such a trooper. I watch a lot of paranormal shit on YouTube.
yeah, so do I every day.
And oh yeah, and um there's some clips where I'm just like, no, that can be explained or
Yeah,
that's bullshit. And I call it out right away.
right away.
But there's certain ones where I'm like, nope, that one's very convincing.
Yo, that little girl in the graveyard.
Yeah,
Did I show you that one?
I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Motherfuck. where she's like, so people were vandalizing another grave near this little girl, right?
Yeah.
And so the family put up a security camera
Yeah.
and they saw a ghost of a little girl walking around in the middle of the night looking at headstones, and there was one in particular that had like a bunch of balloons and like the wind blowy things, like where the
Yeah.
wind blows and it blows and it turns around and stuff.
Like a little
So
windmill thing, yeah.
right, like those, and so there was a little girl looking at this fucking grave and stuff, and it's legit a little girl, like
Yeah.
clearly a little girl.
Yeah, there's no denying it.
And when they found out about it, they kind of were asking around, and a grave, like, down a row and to the left or whatever, was a little fucking girl, like, five-year-old girl buried there,
Yeah.
and when the footage was shown to the girl's mother,
I remember seeing that
the
one.
girl's mother was like, "That is my daughter."
Yeah.
Like, I got
S
goosebumps all over
It
my
so do I. But it
Ooh,
makes that's so saddening to think that her spirit is wandering in a graveyard.
yeah,
But, it almost seems like she's not at peace, right? Like, why
clearly,
is she in a graveyard?
yeah. Well,
That's
because
sad.
she was murdered, right?
Yeah. But even still, that's just sad.
Maybe she just doesn't know where to go.
Yeah. Oh my god. My right ass cheek is sleeping.
Right as she is sleeping?
Just my right one.
Oh my god.
It's like numb right now.
Well, a numb ass is a good ass, I guess. Sometimes. It depends on the situation.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, me too. You. Sorry, Dad. Now that Dad has Spotify back, we gotta start apologizing to him again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he thoroughly liked our last episode.
Yeah, the last episode was pretty good too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like this one was kind of cool. I've always wanted to kind of dig a little bit deeper with the Bermuda Triangle. Um, I just think that it's been going on for so long. People just know it as a spooky like phenomena, creepy place that nobody and obviously like a lot of ships and airplanes, I think I read somewhere that they avoid it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Not
you know,
fucking cruise ships, I tell you.
apparently not.
Fuck.
Apparently not. Good luck. Good luck, by the way.
Yeah, last year I was in the Bermuda Triangle on a cruise ship, and I will be in a couple months again if we decide to go.
Yeah.
If we decide to go, I will be in the Bermuda Triangle in June.
Whee!
Yay! And I'll be flying into Fort Lauderdale too, so yay!
Good luck. But yeah, I think that about concludes our episode there, my dear.
Can you hear this?
What is that?
Oh, I was just hitting my tweezers on my hand.
Oh, I think I left my tweezers at your house.
Did you?
Yeah, my good ones.
Oh, yes, you did. Where
They're
the fuck did
blue.
Yeah, and they have a lady on them?
Yeah.
I was wondering where the fuck those came from. I'm like, "I didn't buy these."
Yeah. I went to go pluck my freaking mole hair out of my face the other day and I was like, shit, where's my tweezers?
Oh my god, Sarah, that's aggressive. I just shaved mine.
Oh, I had no choice. I had to shave mine
Don't
out.
listen, you need to stop plucking out of moles.
This one I've had my whole life, so it's a
It
little bit
doesn't
different.
matter. You pluck hair out of moles,
You don't
okay?
pluck hair, you
You
pluck
listen,
chickens.
fucking skunt. You said pluck first, okay? Yeah, fucking tweeze it, all right? All right, fine. Don't tweeze out of a mole because it could lead to skin cancer.
Okay.
Don't fucking tweeze out of a mole.
Uh-huh. I've
Trim.
been doing it for years.
I don't
So
care. Stop it. Trim it. Get a little
trim it.
pair of fucking scissors and just do it.
Scissors. I have like one of those eyebrow shaper
Whatever.
razor thingies. I just use that
Whatever.
bitch.
Use that. Use a
Yeah.
fucking razor.
It feels weird though, because then there's like a little nubbin sticking out, and I just don't
Well,
like the feeling of it.
you gotta stop tweezing out of a mole. It's not good for you.
Yes, dear.
Seriously, I have a couple moles on my face that I grow hair out of. You think I tweeze them? Hell no.
I do, because So it takes longer for it to grow back. And there's no little nubbins there.
Okay. Today is February the 27th at 9:30 p.m. We are on a podcast called Necromancy. And Sarah, if you decide that you're going to keep doing that and something happens, we're going to check, point, and date this.
Oh, okay. It has been documented. You have warned me.
Yeah. So, anyways, where can they
Oh,
find us?
yeah. And obviously Spotify, sometimes YouTube.
Not lately.
Not even close to lately.
Are you going to do that or am I taking over?
You know what? I asked Evan too. I was like, I need a new editor. So he's helping me with editing.
Okay. And is he doing it?
Yeah, because apparently I'm not. So
I think I
uh,
should go back to making the videos.
maybe just help me catch up. How about that?
Well, we're fucking like 8 behind.
Yeah, we're a little behind. No, not 8 behind. We're not 8. We're a good couple, maybe a handful.
Where's my phone? Well, this is episode 13. Oh, let's see here. Dun dun. Switch.
I left off at the third man syndrome.
I know, but has it been uploaded yet?
Oh yeah,
Has it?
I'm pretty sure it has.
Let's see.
I fucking hope so.
No, girl. The last one that was uploaded was Jim Jones 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on there.
So 7. I'm 7 behind. Oh shit. I'm horrible at this, Mel. I need
You're
help.
behind. Go because where's Jodi Arias?
Hold on, Jim Jones part 2. I thought, oh no, because I still have it on my iPad.
You're fucking shellacking.
I know, I'm so
1,
bad.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
If I had a better editor, that would be better for me. The
7.
one that the other editor sucks, so Evan's gonna help me with getting a better editor because he's good with that shit.
Okay.
I know excuses every time, but still.
You
All right.
said, I'll take care of the YouTube page.
All right, listen here, lady.
Take care of the YouTube page. Don't worry about the YouTube page. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, well, I'll catch up.
Fucking
Bigger and better than ever. Watch.
Get on it, bitch. When's your
Alright.
next day off?
Friday.
Okay, well, all day you better be doing videos.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Do a video, delete it. Do a video, upload it, delete it.
Yeah, I do that.
Upload, delete. Right? And you don't even really have to put like pictures and shit in there. Just fucking do our background.
My ass crack is sweating.
Sweating?
I thought you'd want to know.
Where are you sitting right now?
I'm in the basement on not the futon, the other couch.
Oh.
My poor ass crack. I've got a sweaty ass crack and a numb left cheek.
Have you been
Right cheek.
been getting eerie feelings behind you?
Shut up, bitch.
Imagine if you started getting notifications on your camera right now.
No, what? No.
You're trapped, bro. There's no door to get out.
I will jump the fuck out of the window.
Any more of that paranormal shit in your room?
Not lately.
Well, tonight I'm hoping and praying
If
for
it ever does, though, I would upload it and I would send it to you.
I would
Because
be
if it happens.
because I sleep in that house too.
Yeah. But the fucking, that one freaked us out. It said person detected. Usually it's just like a sound or something like that. But when it said person detected, I was like, pardon me. And it kept going off. Person detected, person detected, person detected. When we went over it, there was nobody there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Maybe your Chucky and Tiffany dolls are moving.
If I ever see them move, oh my God.
Oh dude. Like, okay, so we're having a bonfire.
The amount of fucking creepy shit that I have in my room is disgusting. And if I see any of that move, including the fucking porcelain doll that we got that everybody hates, and Walter's like, no, I'm going to keep it. I was like, oh God.
Listen, what you need to do is you need to take that doll and you need to drive very far away from your house and find a dumpster somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And then next thing you know, it's on your fucking front porch the next day.
I would die. I'd burn the whole house down.
Dad, we need to start over. We need
Trust
to
me,
fucking
this is a good idea.
great idea. Because you have no idea what the fuck.
No, man, porcelain dolls? No, thank you. Especially because it was given to Arya for free by a neighbor. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know your origins.
Yeah.
What if they're just trying to move the haunting onto us so
I
that
know. Here you go, little girl.
there you go, little girl.
Who
Enjoy the
gave that to
doll.
her?
What's that?
Who gave that to her?
The neighbor.
Which neighbor?
If you're looking out the front door to the right.
Oh, like right next door?
Yeah, it was the wife. I can't remember her name.
Who's the guy that calls Arya Harry?
Paul.
He's a really nice guy.
He's hilarious.
I love that he calls Arya Harry.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
where did that even come from?
Oh, he was just messing. He's messing around with her. Because
And
when he first met her, he's like, "Is your name Harry?" And she's like, "No, it's Arya." He's like, "I think I'm gonna call you Harry." She's like, she was so upset too. No, it's Arya.
Yo, me and her were battle fucking royale this weekend.
Yeah,
I was like, you little fucking traitor. I was like,
I
you
almost
go.
fucking I lost my shit on her. I've never had any like I don't think Evan even done this. She was having problems with her tablet on the way home, and I said, give it to Evan because I'm driving. I said, give it to Evan. He'll help fix it. No, okay, fine, fix it yourself. And then a few minutes later, she's like, oh, I need help. I said, well, Aria, like, it's gonna help you, and you said no. And then she started screaming, like to the point where she was red in the face.
You're kidding.
Screaming at me. And I was like, I don't think so, little girl. I love you, but I will tan your ass.
Yeah.
Of course I won't, like I'm not going to, but I wanted to put the fear of God into her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, 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 that's not acceptable. I'm like, do you ever see Evan yell at me like that? No. I said, yeah, because I don't put up with it.
I said, I'll leave your little ass on the side of the fucking road.
I said, I'll pull this car over right now. Now. Well, then you better learn some respect.
Evan fucking lost his shit on me one time in the car.
Yeah, well, notice how Evan doesn't do that now?
I told him we were on the fucking gardener. This is when he was with Ryan, so he was kind of going through it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I guess Ryan was telling him that I was stealing his clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, Evan, I do keep some of the clothes because I took him every fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, Evan, I keep some of your clothes at my house because your dad doesn't he doesn't give you clothes to come to my house.
Yeah.
So I have to keep some underwear for you. You're stealing my clothes. I said, no, I'm not. I said, most of the clothes that are at my house, I bought.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, so I'm not stealing your clothes. Yeah, my dad said you're stealing my clothes. I said, well, your dad's a fucking idiot. And
Yeah.
he was like, my dad's not an idiot. And I was like, Evan, I've had enough of this. I said, I'm not listening to you yell and scream in the back of my vehicle. I said, you need to stop right now. And I said, if you don't stop, I'm going to drop you off on the side of the highway and go home.
Oh my God.
You're going to find your own fucking way home. And he was like, you can't do that. I'm like, you want to fucking bet I can?
Yeah.
I said, test me. I said, I'll drop your ass off on the side of the gardener and you can
Oh my
fucking
God.
walk home and I'll give you your bag and you can walk home.
Jesus, Mel.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding either. I was like, I will fucking pull this car over. He was like 8 or 9.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was young. He was like maybe 7 or 8. And I said, fuck around and find out, my dude.
You just gotta put that fear into them. That's all.
I wasn't actually going to leave him on the side of
No,
the gardener.
obviously not.
But at the same time, I was like, listen, you don't talk to me like that.
No,
First
he
of all,
doesn't now.
no, he fucking sure doesn't.
No.
But I said, and Evan, when I buy you clothes, I'm not going to send them home. I said, because I need to be able to wash your clothes. Because whenever Ryan would like send me a bag of clothes or whatever, they were always dirty.
Yeah.
It was always smelling like cigarettes. And I was like, fuck, I washed them right away.
Yeah.
Right. And like, that's the first thing I did when he got to my house was I did a load of his laundry.
Yeah.
right? Because I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah.
so I did keep clothes. Like, I had a couple pairs of socks and underwear and stuff for him at my house. And Ryan's telling him that I'm stealing his clothes.
Yeah, well, he
I'm
was in
like,
another world at that point.
yeah, I was like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, who are you to say that?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you don't send him shit when he comes to my house. So get fucked, asshole.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a good thing that's a thing of the past.
You're damn right. Because
So,
very happy that I don't have to fucking deal with Ryan.
me either.
Yeah, which is great. And Evan doesn't have to deal with Ryan either.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
So,
how's he feeling about that these days?
eh, he doesn't.
Well, you know what? And I did tell you that eventually that he was gonna just
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna phase him much anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's good. He's a happy, healthy young man.
yeah. Yeah,
And
he's
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 just
definitely happy here. I've asked him if you had the choice to go live with your dad or
yeah,
stay with me. He's like, no. He's
yeah.
like, I would never live with dad again.
No.
So,
It was rough. So either way, he's sick boy right now.
yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go give him some meds right now, actually.
Is he awake? Do you know?
No, he's been sleeping since he got home.
Okay, I might have to give him a call. I called him. I called him earlier and I said, Are sick, Bubby?
Yeah,
Said, yeah, I'm not feeling good. And I went, oh, honey.
I know.
I said, Mama's going to give you some meds and
I
she'll
did.
feel better. And he said, okay. And I said, yeah, you just need to have some rest. He-
Yeah, his
He's like,
fever went down, thank
he's like
God.
this. He
But
goes, yeah. And I said,
yeah,
oh, honey. I said, Auntie loves you. And he goes, I love you too. And I went,
yeah.
oh, you said you love
Of
me.
course, he loves you.
Yeah, he loves me. I love him.
Oh,
But anywho,
oh. All
our
right. I
episode's
think
over.
that about wraps it for today.
Yeah.
Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on
Ap-
Instagram. Sometimes YouTube,
Apple,
Apple Podcasts,
Amazon Music, Audible.
all of that good stuff. Give us.
Also,
Oh, whoa! We just got really loud there.
also
Also,
email us at necromancypodcast@outlook.com and
check us out
rate and review. Rate and review
and subscribe.
and subscribe. Follow us. Recommend us to your friends. And again, that email address is necromancypodcast@outlook.com. Okay, I'll put my mic down.
Okay.
I love you, bitch.
I love you too.
Good episode.
Yes, ma'am. We'll talk.
I'll
We'll
talk to you
talk
in
later.
2 minutes.
All right.
Love you. Bye.
Okay. Love you. Bye.